Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So to pick up where I left off in my last video, I was showing my wild guppy and pea puffer tank, the Ocho, my 8th aquarium. It's where I had these Pygmy Corydoras. And I mentioned that I was going to be moving them from that tank to this one. This is my 10-gallon Guppy and Endler's live bearer hybrid tank. So there's 4 of these Pygmy Corys in this bag, and there's already one that already resides in this tank. There may be 2, but I've only seen, there it is, right there at the bottom. I've only seen one at a time for, I don't know how long, but way back over a year ago, however long ago it was, I had 4 of them. I know that one died, one that I found its body, and then another disappeared, so I was down to 2, and now I think I may be down to 1. That might have been the last one. But these 4 that I got about 7 months ago that have been in that other tank that I've been intending to move, now I'm finally moving them in here. So the 4 of them can join that one lone Corydoras can join them. They can hang out as a group. And you can see all those little bubbles, those little air bubbles. It is not because this Java moss is purling, it is because I just did a water change in this tank before I move them over. So what I'm doing is I'm acclimating them. So when I have them in this bag, this is filled with water from the tank they came from, and then I'm going to gradually add a little bit of water from this tank to mix in with it so it can gradually adjust. That's pretty much how I do my acclimation process. When I do it from my own tanks from one to another, I do less time in between, and compared to if I do it from, when I get new fish from a fish store and acclimate it that way, because from one tank of my own to another, the water is pretty much pretty close to the same. I mean, nitrite levels might be a little different from one tank to another, and tanks in one room or another temperature might be a little different. But I have just plopped and dropped some, but I usually do that to fish that I'm less concerned about. Like in the tank that these came from, I have those wild guppies. I have moved them to another tank and I just plopped and dropped them. Or I've done that with when I've culled fish. But mostly this is how I acclimate them. So while they're in this bag, I've already added 1 dose of the new tank water to it, and I'm going to gradually add more every 5 minutes or so. And then, so I'm going to do that, and we're going to pause this for now, and then we're going to come back when I release the Corydoras and see if we can see them swimming around. Okay. Stand by. Alright, so the Pygmy Corydoras have been acclimated and I released them. So here's one over here on the Crypticorn lutea leaf, and that's the only one I see. So I don't know if that's one that I just released or one that was already in here. But there's all this Java moss. I did see one kind of wiggling inside there. Oh yeah, and this Java moss, by the way, a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, I made a video where I claimed that my battle with hair algae was over, but I was wrong. There was still some in here, kind of tangled in. Like I haven't noticed any new growth, like new strands, like tangled all around, so I thought it was gone. But after I did, not today's water change, but maybe a week ago when I did a water change, I had all this was tangled all around over here, and I wanted to expose this Anubias nana. So I pulled some off here, and then I noticed there was still hair algae tangled in with it. But the good thing is any of the new growth doesn't have hair algae among it, but all that was underneath. So it doesn't. I'm not out of the woods yet with this hair algae, but I'm not noticing new hair algae growth anyway. So this Anubias nana, it's like some good healthy new growth here and here, but then in the middle, that was all, I guess it was kind of smothered by the Java moss and hair algae. So it's not looking too good, those bits in the middle there. Alright, where'd that Pygmy Cory go? I don't know. Here's one of the Amano shrimp. Alright. I'm gonna put some food in here, see if that will get them out. I mean, they, new fish moving to a new tank, they might be kind of timid at first, so they might not come up. But I know when I'd go without seeing the Pygmy Cory that was already in here, and then when I would feed the tank, it would often come out. So let's see if I'll put some food in here and see if that can lure them out. So I'm going to put this, feed some Cobalt Ultra Pellet Guppy food. This I just received as a bonus gift with the Rapashi purchase that I bought from Super Cichlids recently. So I'm going to put some of this in here. So just little tiny granules. It's ultra pellet guppy food, but Corydoras can eat it too. And these Guppy and Endler hybrids are looking awesome. If they go under the light, you can see their colors better. Look at the colors on that one. It's a good looking fish. Got some youngsters. Okay, there's a Pygmy Cory right over here. Oh, so that's some of that guppy food on my finger. Right here. There's a fat Amano shrimp back there. Well, I guess it's too soon for the new Pygmy Corys to be out and about there. Gotta be shy at first. Hidden in the depths of the Java moss here, I guess. But alright, so I finally moved some fish that I intended to move. I have more that I need to do, and I want to move some my white platinum guppy to my 30-gallon tank from my other 10-gallon quarantine tank and things like that. I want to move some shrimp from my Neocaridina shrimp tank to most of my other tanks. So I'm going to be getting back to moving fish, and I need to move some platies in here. Maybe just like the last platy left. So I'll put that's a female. I'll put a male, maybe bring a male in here with another female or two. And there goes a Pygmy Cory. But with a group of them in here, and there should be at least 5 now, when they swim around together, it's cool looking. They kind of like hover in mid-water when they're active. I also actually have some in my 3.5-gallon Neocaridina shrimp tank too. There's at least 1 left in there. I had 4. I hardly see them, but I need to round those up and move them in here too. Alright. Well, that's it for now. And remember, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.